Today we're looking at VHS, a Diamond 4 Diva/Ram. They requested this review directly on my Google form, where they wrote, "Most high-ranked console Zimmers have had their main accounts banned since Blizzard cracked down on external devices, and now all of them have switched to playing on Diamond alts that they don't care about being reported." Yeah, that makes sense. I'm a GM support player, and my GM games this season have rarely had cheaters, but when I try to rank up my tank, I get them every single game on either mine or the enemy team. This was the second of 3 total games I went against the same 4-stack. One DPS was hard zimming, and the other DPS and tanks were smurfs on alt accounts. I played Diva every game to hopefully DM damage for my DPS and help them get picks, but they were at an inherent disadvantage against cheaters. In the past few days grinding tank, I have won every single game that wasn't against a toxic Zim Smurf DPS duo, but was admittedly tilted after so many encounters, and I have no idea how to play against people like this. If I lose every game I play against Zim DPS, I will not be able to rank up at all, so any advice will be appreciated. Okay, yeah, zimming is really, really interesting, because as a PC player, I haven't played on console in like 4 or 5 years, so yeah, I didn't really experience much of that, but yeah, I mean, as far as dealing with cheaters like that, you really got to try to take advantage of their lack of game sense if possible. I mean, it can be tough, especially if they're, a 4-stack versus you solo queuing. But yeah, we'll take a look at the game and we'll see what you could have, what we could do better, or how we can try to overcome them, and we'll try to figure out who's the supposed Zimmer too. Anyway, first thing we always want to do is take a look at our team comp. So we got Diva, Cass Ashe, Kiriko Mercy. Yeah, fairly straightforward comp. You could really think about, you could play defensively, where, you can kind of help your DPS with the DM, enable them to get picks. You could think about diving and isolating targets, particularly their DPS. Hopefully, Kiriko can be there with you to do that. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Fast forward a little bit. All right, so they got a Maga. Well, you're off to a good start. I mean, your Cass got a couple picks. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I want to see you try to just play around Maga, unless he really tries to focus one of your DPS or something, or and then you can heal and use your DM to mitigate what he does. It's a little too far in my opinion. I don't think we need to go quite in there, especially with all of them, but that's fine. You recognize and you get out. So many cheaters, it's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, zimming is really interesting because it's not like aimbot hard cheating, but obviously playing with mouse and keyboard on console gives you an unfair advantage. Nice, good use of cover to remech. Yep, you can DM Cass as he gets a little aggressive. Yeah, good job taking space there. Okay, so you have your bomb. Oh, I was going to say you could hold on to your bomb and just wait until they really push. I know the Moira's ulting now, but I would really either A, you can use Diva Bomb to be aggressive, and then you can use it the same way you would Winston or Doom ult, which is basically, you can go a little deep and then use the ult to bail you out. That's one option. Or you could wait until they really, really commit over here and then just use the ult as area denial. I feel like using it here is, we're using it a little too early. They might be able to now respond and come in with you know, with ults and with pressure. Ideally, you know, you have point. The burden is on the enemy team to come to you. I would just kind of wait for them to make their move and then counter. That's generally what I would think about doing. Like, see, they're coming in with the BAP window. And you kind of lost the space that I feel like if we had held on to bomb a little bit longer, we might not have. But it's okay. Let's see how this fight goes. Good job. Very well done. Stop the soldier ult. Okay, I guess it works out. Console is full of them with the controller aim assist. Oh. Yeah, I can't imagine mouse and keyboard and the aim assist. But, yeah, I'm glad that they're cracking down on them more.
0 to 1.
So I think so Amando said, I thought they fixed the zimming problem. I think they, like, you know, as VHS said in their post, you know, that the Blizzard is cracking down on it more. It's just, you know, they're creating throwaway accounts to do it. I don't know. I'm not, you know, I'm not really paying too much attention to, you know, the console scene in that way, but that would be my guess, and obviously that's how VHS feels. So that round went really well. I'm interested to see. I'm assuming these next 2 rounds go really poorly for your team, but we'll see how this goes. Okay, they got Zarya. So this is going to be really tough because, you know, you can play D.Va into Zarya. You just really got to avoid her. Just play out of her beam range. But just the nature of this map is just such small spaces. It's going to be very tough for you to, you know, very tough for you to get around her. And I know the Zarya is just going to tunnel vision you the whole time. So yeah, we got to try to, you know, maybe not just push main, maybe try to take other angles and even encourage your team to do so. Like, try to get like some, like, especially, you know, you got the Ashe and the Cass. They're, you know, their hit scan, they're better at distance. I'd really like to see you try to, like, maybe, you know, maybe if this, assuming this fight doesn't go well for you, maybe try going out this way, you know, for your next fight, just to create some distance, and hopefully they can get some picks before, like, you know, the Zarya gets into your guys' face. Just something to think about. But I guess this fight does go well for us. Like, I'm looking at the right, hold on. I'm looking at the right person, right? Yeah, this is VHS. They're playing D.Va, yeah. I just want to make sure, because this game is going really well for your team so far. So either things are going to go really wrong really soon, or maybe you sent the wrong game code. I don't know. But yeah, this is what I'm saying. It's just very tough to, like, hold this area with the Zarya pushing into you. You're taking tons of damage. Like, Kiriko's trying to help you, but yeah, it can be tough. I keep hitting the wrong person. Yeah, this is good. Go around. It's tough though, because, you know, you kind of went around to avoid the Zarya, and your team died when you did that. So I don't say this often in VODs, but, like, this is a time, especially, you know, because we're on tank, this is a time when I'd think about maybe playing a different hero. You said in your post you play Ram, so I'm assuming you switched it. Okay. Yeah, I'd like to see you push on someone a little bit more. Yeah, so I feel like, you know, now it's a little late, but I feel like what happened here is we just hung out a little bit too long instead of, you know, just pushing in, trying to focus somebody, trying to, you know, just trying to get a kill. So, and because of that, you know, it looks like we lost a couple people. I'd really like to see, like, especially the soldiers lighting up the kill feed. I'm assuming he's the Zimmer. We should probably try to focus him. You do now, but it's a little too late. You're down numbers, and you're probably not going to win this fight. Ooh. Yeah, your whole team was dead around you. We definitely did not want to expend bomb there. We wanted to just die quickly so we could get to the next fight. I keep hitting the wrong person. I'm sorry. Yeah, here's the ram switch. Yeah, so I think this is going to be better for you. A little early on the shield, but or actually no, if you shield off your cast, never mind. Ignore me. Okay. So now this is gonna be like if you wanna face tank and like hold this area, this is gonna work a lot better for you. I just try to hold on to your cooldowns a little bit, you know? Just poke with your primary, wait to take some damage, and then throw the shield up at a critical moment. Yeah, we might have used our cooldowns a little too fast there. Yeah, our cast is doing a really good job, but yeah, thing about Ram you want to think about. Basically, I talked about this in the last Ram VOD I did, the cooldown cycle. You kind of want to slow down, you know, poke with your, not use your cooldowns immediately, poke with your primary a little bit. As soon as you start taking a lot of damage, you want to throw up the shield at a critical moment to block that. Keep in mind the shield only lasts for 4 seconds and it has a 13-second cooldown. That means after it goes down, that's a whole 9 seconds. You're not going to have it. So as soon as your shield goes down, you know, wait, take a little bit more damage. That's when you pop Nemesis form. Hopefully, you know, your team is, the enemy team's pushed into you, so you can pummel, block is necessary. As soon as Nemesis form expires, hopefully you'll be close to having your shield back. And then, you know, you just repeat the cycle from there. Like, see how we just spam our stuff out a little early? Like, I would much rather, like, because we, you know, obviously you realized we had to go to point. I would much rather have those cooldowns for, like, this fight right here. I'm not sure if it would have made much of a difference, but it would have been better for sure.
Step right up.
Team,
Where are my reinforcements? A better galaxy is possible today.
score 1.
So yeah, that map was tough. It was really tough to make D.Va work there. And then, you know, Ram, I think just a little bit with our ability usage. I'd like to see you slow down a little bit once again. But we're back on D.Va.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, and they're back on Maga. So same thing, yeah, just, this is fine so far. You're DMing and trying to enable things for your team, but it's a little tough. I just kind of want to see, want to watch that fight again. Yeah, that's quite a bit of damage coming you guys' way. I feel like maybe you could have managed your DM a little bit better, like use a little bit more cover, let it recover a little bit more, but it's tough. You know, their DPS are kind of just lighting up the kill feed.
Team,
Yeah, once again, like I said in the first round, just try to play around the Maga, focus his team. Just if Maga pushes into your team, you can use the DM to try to mitigate things. But or if Maga's low, you can try to finish him off like that. That's good. Yeah, other than that, I really want to see you try to dive and isolate squishies, like you're doing right now. Like you could chase the Cass, like you know. Both supports are right here. Cass is, you know, he's over here. I'd really like to see you just go over, finish him off, and then you can, you know, then you can focus on the support since he just got left out to dry. Yeah, like I really would like to see you like in that fight. Just, it almost seems like we're kind of unsure about what to do, who to focus. Like go after the Kiriko. Yeah, we don't want to focus the Maga here. So let's back that up. Yeah, as D.Va, you really want to get in people's face and try to, you know, really try to hard focus targets. But yeah, so we see the Kiriko's low here. You know, she just went behind the wall. We're just focused on the, you know, we're just focused on the Maga. You know, you definitely want to try to like focus on squishies. You don't want to duel the tank that is designed to win tank duels. Like people will say that D.Va is a counter to Maga, but like the other dive heroes, the counters don't work in a straight up 1v1 with the tank. They work because D.Va can, you know, work around him, dive targets. Like I said at the beginning, you can peel for your team if Maga decides to, if Maga decides to focus people and then help enable them to, you know, get him to back off or get the kill. But other than that, I don't want you just dueling the Maga, especially when the Kiriko's there. I really want you just focusing on squishies. I don't know if you, we definitely saw the Kiriko on her screen, but you got to be looking for her when you see, especially if she's half HP. Yeah, so just go around them. Okay, you died. You demeched really fast there, so that was tough. But yeah, 100%. I want you to commit on people a little bit more, and I don't want you to commit on the Maga unless he's like low HP. You can finish him off. I think like it happened earlier in this round where he was low and you finished him off, and sometimes it gets that in your head. Oh, I can focus the Maga. That's the thing to do. But it's usually not.
Nothing gets past me. Initiating defense rate on the objective and ready for action.
Yeah, I see what you're doing. Might have been a little early, but I do like how you're bringing the fight over here instead of just getting stuck at that choke.
Diving in.
Nice.
As always.
So we recap point, but you know, we just capped for the first time, and we're at a point where we can't afford to lose a single fight.
My ultimate is charging. My ultimate ability is charged.
Hey, what's up, Mustafu? Yep, I got a couple VODs I'm looking at. So who we focusing? Who we diving?
Neutralizing projectile.
Yeah, see, you're focusing Maga again. This is not what we want to do. We want to like, I get you. Excuse me. I get you want to be contesting point, but even like going over here and trying to cut off the supports, maybe it makes it like easier for your team to kill the Maga. Even like going after the soldier, I would much rather you do that than just just focusing him. Once again, think of it this way: you are trying to duel the tank that is designed to win tank duels. Yeah, it looks like that's the game. Yeah, nice try. So, yeah, I definitely think just committing more, that hurt us in the second and the third round on D.Va. You know, D.Va does little tickle damage. If you're just if you're from quite a distance, you're not going to do that much, and you're going to have a much harder time like suppressing people's damage. Whereas if you get in their face, you know, you're going to do more damage to them, and you're going to be able to just throw your DM in their face and pretty much deny any hit scan projectile damage they want to do. And yeah, just target focus too. Especially you complained about the DPS zimming. You want to try to focus and suppress them. You did it sometime, a couple times, and it worked out well for you. But especially at the end when we were really trying to focus the tank, yeah, that hurt us in the long run. But that's all I have for now. Let me know if you have any questions. If anyone would like to request a VOD review, check the link in the description. And best of luck with your climb.